Ever notice how, when you're with the wrong woman, everything feels hard? Every conversation is negotiation, every disagreement is a battle, every moment requires energy. You're constantly managing her emotions, her expectations, her reactions. You're always performing, always proving, always trying to be enough. And it exhausts you deeply, fundamentally. You come home tired and she's upset about something. You haven't done anything wrong, but you have to manage her emotions anyway. You try to relax and she interprets it as you not caring about her. You try to be yourself and she wants you to be different. You're constantly adjusting, constantly correcting, constantly apologizing for who you are. And it destroys you over time. It kills your energy. It erodes your self-respect. It makes you question everything about yourself. But then you meet someone different, someone who just fits, and suddenly everything shifts. The conversations are easy. The disagreements resolve without warfare. The moments flow. You're not managing anything. You're not performing. You're just being yourself, and that's enough. Most men confuse this ease with lack of passion. They think a relationship is supposed to feel hard. They think the difficulty is proof of depth. They think conflict means you care. But that's completely backward. The right woman doesn't make you fight for her love. She makes you wonder why you ever fought so hard for the wrong one. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through what actually happens when you're with the right woman, why everything becomes easier, why this ease is actually proof that you finally got something real, and what the difference feels like in your body and your mind. Not theory, not romantic fantasy, just the pattern that shows up when a man is finally with someone who actually fits. Let's get into this. What changes when she's the right one? You stop proving yourself. The first thing that shifts is that you stop needing to prove anything. With the wrong woman, you're constantly showing her your value, working to convince her you're good enough, performing versions of yourself, hoping one will finally stick. You're trying to be impressive. You're trying to be enough. You're trying to be what she wants instead of who you actually are. But with the right woman, she already sees your value. She doesn't need convincing. She's not testing you. She's not waiting for you to fail, so she has proof that you're not worth investing in. She just accepts you as you are, not as a project, not as potential, as a person. And the relief of that, the absolute relief of not having to perform, that's when you realize how exhausting the old dynamic was. You didn't even realize you were carrying all that weight until it was gone. Before we go deeper into what else becomes easier, let me ask you something. When you're with the right woman, does it feel easier? Comment yes dramatically if the difference is night and day. Comment yes but subtle if it's gentler than that. Comment working on it if you're not there yet. I read every comment, and this helps me understand how men experience the right fit. And if you're finding value in understanding what a real relationship feels like, I'd appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe. It helps reach men who are still in the wrong dynamic. Now, here's what else changes. Conflict becomes resolution, not warfare. With the wrong woman, arguments are about proving who's right. They're about defending. They're about winning. They're about you being made wrong so she can be right. After the argument, there's resentment, there's distance, there's a period where you're both cold to each other, waiting for the other person to apologize first. With the right woman, conflict is about understanding. You're both trying to solve it, not prove yourself. You're on the same team, not opposing teams. The conversation feels different. The energy is different. She's not trying to make you wrong. You're not trying to defend yourself. You're just trying to understand each other. And then, here's the miraculous part. The argument is actually resolved. Not buried, not ignored, actually resolved.
You're not followed by days of tension. You're followed by actual understanding, by moving forward together. You can be yourself without apology. With the wrong woman, there's always some version of you she wishes was different. Your opinions, your interests, your personality, your sense of humor. Something needs adjusting. So you adjust, or you hide, or you suppress. Part of you is always under wraps, waiting for permission to come out. With the right woman, you can just be. She doesn't need you to be different. She likes who you actually are. She laughs at your jokes. She respects your opinions. She encourages your interests. She celebrates your personality. And that freedom, just being yourself without apology, that's when life starts feeling easy. That's when you stop carrying the weight of pretending. You stop worrying about tomorrow. With the wrong woman, there's always underlying anxiety. Is she going to leave? Is she secretly unhappy? Does she still want this? Is she comparing me to her ex? You're never fully relaxed. Part of you is always on alert. Part of you is always braced for abandonment. With the right woman, there's trust, real trust. You don't worry about whether she's going to stay. You know she's not going anywhere. She's chosen you, and she means it. You don't wonder if she's still connected to exes. You don't worry that someone better might come along. You don't lie awake thinking about what could go wrong. And that trust removes a weight you didn't even realize you were carrying. Everything actually feels lighter. This is the one men don't expect. With the right woman, life actually feels lighter. Not because nothing matters, not because the relationship is superficial, but because you're not carrying the weight of managing another person's emotional stability. You come home and there's peace. You make plans and she's excited. You share struggles and she supports. You're not managing chaos. You're not walking on eggshells. You're just living. The apartment doesn't feel like a minefield. Conversations don't feel like landmines. Time together doesn't feel like performance. You're just living together in peace. And that lightness, that's what ease actually feels like. What this reveals about you. I want to be clear about something important. When everything feels easier with a woman, it's not because you love her less. It's because you're finally not wasting energy on someone who doesn't fit. You can actually invest in the relationship instead of defending it. You can actually build instead of manage. The ease isn't a sign of less passion. It's a sign of real compatibility, real respect, real partnership. The right woman recognizes your worth. Here's what's different about the right woman. She doesn't need you to prove your worth. She sees it, she respects it, she honors it. With the wrong woman, you're constantly trying to show her why you matter. With the right woman, she already knows you matter. That difference is everything. The closing truth. If you're currently with the wrong woman, relationships feel hard, and you might be thinking that's just what relationships are. That's just what love feels like, that conflict is proof of depth. But it's not. It's just what relationships with the wrong person feel like. When you finally meet the right woman, the one who just fits, who gets you, who wants to build with you instead of test you, who accepts you instead of judges you, everything shifts. And you'll realize, I didn't know it could feel like this. I didn't know relationships could be easy. I didn't know I could just be myself, and that would be enough. I didn't know peace was an option. That ease isn't a sign you don't care. It's a sign you finally found something real. Have you experienced the difference between the wrong woman and the right one? Comment if the ease shocked you. And if this helped you understand what you're actually looking for, I'd appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe. It helps more men understand that they deserve ease, not constant struggle. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one.